Welcome back, Heartland fans. It's time to saddle up for an unforgettable emotional journey as Heartland charges into its 19th season with a trailer that's not only breaking hearts, but reigniting the quiet hope that some bonds can never truly be broken. At the center of this powerful return is the surprise appearance of Borden, the beloved rancher whose tragic death in Season 14 devastated fans around the world. Now, Ty is seen once more, riding alongside his daughter Lindy in a breathtaking sequence that sweeps across the wild, untamed beauty of Alberta's landscapes. But how is this possible? Is it a flashback, a dream, or something more transcendent, a spiritual reunion perhaps? Or a symbolic vision born from Lindy's deepest longing? The trailer offers no clear answers, only whispers carried on the wind and questions etched into the expressions of the characters we've come to love. As Lindy rides through the same rugged trails once carved by her father, viewers are drawn into a stirring journey where time, memory, and emotion blur. In one powerful sequence, Lindy and Ty ride side by side through a golden meadow, the sunlight cutting through the trees like a promise. Though no words are exchanged, their connection is palpable. The subtle nods, the knowing glances, the instinctive harmony between horse and rider. These silent moments speak volumes. We see in Lindy the same quiet determination and empathy that defined her parents. In Ty, there is both pride and sorrow, a presence that seems to belong not just to the past, but to something eternal. Back at Heartland Ranch, Amy stands at a crossroads of her own. Still grieving, still healing, she pours her energy into helping a traumatized mare find trust again, a delicate mirror to her own internal journey. With each halting step the mare takes toward recovery, Amy confronts the unfinished edges of her grief and the ghost of what could have been. Spartan, now aging and slowed by arthritis, watches over them with quiet strength, a living emblem of all that Heartland represents: resilience, memory, and love that endures. The trailer deepens its emotional resonance with flashbacks woven seamlessly into the present. Scenes of young Ty and Amy, filled with laughter, struggle, and the raw intensity of their bond, surface like ripples across time. Their first shared ride through the mountains, the quiet moment by the creek where Ty first confessed his dreams, the way Amy touched Spartan and made him believe again, all of it returns with aching clarity. These moments aren't just reminders of what was lost. They are the roots of what still survives. Lindy's journey takes her deeper into the wilderness, following a map she discovered tucked away in one of Ty's old journals, a trail marked with his handwriting and the cryptic phrase, "Where the land speaks." She rides with Spartan, who despite his age, seems guided by an invisible force, perhaps Ty's spirit, perhaps his memory, or perhaps simply the deep bond that has always existed between horse and rider at Heartland. As Lindy ventures further, she begins to sense Ty's presence more clearly, not just as a figure beside her, but as a voice in the wind, a hand on her shoulder, a lesson remembered. Her rides are not just journeys through space, but through memory and emotion. She begins to understand who her father truly was, not just through the stories others told her, but by riding the same land he once rode, by facing the same fears, and by trusting in the same quiet strength. The emotional crescendo of the trailer arrives at a cliffside vista bathed in golden light. Lindy dismounts, tears in her eyes, and turns to Ty, who now stands beside her, as real as the wind but just out of reach. With trembling voice, she asks the question that has haunted her for years. Why did you leave? Ty's response, soft and haunting, I never really did, echoes into the silence. In that moment, Amy appears in the distance, holding Ty's old saddlebag close to her chest, her eyes full of tears and understanding. The ride, it becomes clear, was never just a physical journey. It was a passage through grief, a ride through memory, a bridge between the living and the lost. It's a testament to the enduring love between a father and daughter, between a family and their land. Season 19 promises to be more than just a continuation. It's a reckoning with the past, a tribute to those who came before, and a step toward healing. The Heartland trailer makes one thing clear. While Ty may be gone, his spirit still rides across the ranch. In every hoofbeat, every breeze, and every heartbeat that dares to love again. Lindy's search for identity and Amy's unresolved sorrow unfold in a delicate dance throughout the trailer, visually and emotionally intertwined. Scenes of Amy visiting Marion's grave, where Spartan solemnly stands guard, create a quiet but powerful emotional anchor. These moments aren't just callbacks. They're symbolic markers that hint at the cyclical nature of healing, a recurring theme deeply rooted in Heartland's legacy. The landscape itself, stoic and eternal, seems to breathe with memory, holding space for both grief and growth. As the trailer builds in emotional intensity, it crescendos into a pivotal moment: Lindy's return to Heartland Ranch at dusk. The golden hour light casts long shadows over the familiar paddocks, a visual metaphor for the passing of time. Lindy rides in with a quiet confidence, her posture strong, her gaze steady. She is no longer the uncertain girl from seasons past. She mirrors the transformation of Storm, the once unruly gelding now calm and trusting under her care. Together, they represent the harmony that comes from perseverance and trust, hallmarks of the Heartland way. In an act laden with emotional weight, Lindy hands Amy Ty's journal. Its pages are weathered, its spine cracked from years of use, yet it feels alive, almost sacred. It is open to a passage written in Ty's unmistakable hand. The heart of this land isn't in the soil, it's in the ones we love. This line does more than provide comfort. It encapsulates the series' soul. In Ty's absence, his words become a tether, binding past and present, love and memory, father and daughter. The trailer's final frames are visually and emotionally resonant. Ty is seen riding into the horizon, fading slowly into the sunset. The imagery is intentionally ambiguous. Is he a ghostly farewell, a figment of Lindy's imagination? Or perhaps a spiritual echo, a father watching over his daughter? The lack of clarity invites viewers to interpret the moment through their own lens, deepening the emotional connection to the story. Meanwhile, Lindy approaches Spartan. Now aged, his coat dappled with gray, Spartan stands tall and unwavering. Lindy saddles him with practiced ease, a quiet tribute to the bond they've built and the legacy she now carries forward. Spartan, once a reflection of Amy's grief after her mother's death, now becomes a bridge between eras. His resilience echoes the unbreakable spirit of Heartland, a living monument to survival, loyalty, and transformation. Amy, watching from afar, is visibly moved, clutching Ty's old saddlebag. Her expression is layered pride for Lindy's strength, sorrow for what's been lost, and recognition of the cycle continuing. The moment mirrors her own early journey. The girl who once healed Spartan is now the mother, witnessing her daughter do the same. This generational echo underscores one of Heartland's deepest truths, that healing doesn't end. It is passed down, reshaped, and reborn through love and shared experience. Jack's voiceover returns in the background, grounding the emotional arc with simple yet profound wisdom. Legacy ain't about what's lost. It's about what grows. The phrase reframes grief not as an end, but as fertile ground for renewal. Through Lindy's courage, Amy's enduring grace, and the quiet strength of the horses they love, the trailer reveals that Ty's presence, though intangible, continues to shape their lives. As the scenes weave together, Lindy's transformative ride, the heartfelt words in Ty's journal, the symbolic weight of Spartan, and Amy's silent reckoning, the trailer's message becomes unmistakably clear. Love and loss are not opposite. They coexist, each giving shape to the other. Heartland's return doesn't just mark another season. It is a meditation on time, memory, and the invisible threads that bind generations together. Healing, it suggests, is not linear. It is cyclical, like the seasons, like the rhythm of hoofbeats across Alberta's wide plains. And in that rhythm, the ranch continues to breathe, to love, and to endure. As the last golden rays of sunlight melt into the rugged silhouette of Alberta's mountains, a hush settles over the valley. The sky, once ablaze with color, now softens to a warm amber glow. Standing at the edge of Heartland Ranch, Lindy gazes across the land that has held generations of stories, laughter, and tears. Clutched tightly to her chest is Ty's journal, a tangible link to the man who shaped so much of this place and of her. Her breath catches as the wind brushes past, as if carrying the echoes of hooves, of whispered words, of a father's guiding presence. That final ride with Ty, whether a dream, a memory, or something otherworldly, has etched itself deeply into her heart. It spoke a truth too powerful to deny. Love transcends time, and it outlives even the heaviest of losses. From behind, soft footsteps approach. Amy comes to stand beside her daughter, their silhouettes framed against the horizon's fading fire. No words pass between them. None are needed. The journal, now transferred from Lindy's hands to Amy's, speaks volumes. It is heavier than it seems, weighted not just with paper, but with legacy, with lessons, and with love. Spartan, his once fiery coat, now silvered with age, steps forward. He nudges Lindy's shoulder with a gentle insistence, as if reminding her of the path still ahead. Lindy turns to him and smiles, running a tender hand down his neck. Her touch is calm, familiar, a reflection of Amy's gesture to the same horse many years before. Nearby, Storm, the gelding who once reared and bucked at every shadow, grazes quietly. The storm inside him, too, has calm. His trust in Lindy is quiet, but unshakable, a testament to how far they've both come. They are not who they once were, but they are stronger and bonded by every step of that journey. The wind carries with it a voice, barely more than a whisper, Jack's old saying, passed from one generation to the next, "Don't forget the ranch." It lingers like morning fog over the hills, clinging to every fence post, every stall door, every wildflower lining the trails Ty once rode. Though Ty is gone from sight, he is not gone. His presence is woven into the very fabric of Heartland. It's in the creak of the barn doors he mended by hand, in the soft rustle of grass along the trails he carved, in the strength of Lindy's heart. Every step she takes now carries a piece of him. As darkness deepens, Amy and Lindy walk beneath the old oak tree. It stands tall and timeless, silent witness to first kisses, last goodbyes, and every bittersweet moment in between. Its branches, gnarled and wide, now stretch protectively over a new chapter. They sit in the quiet, side by side, with the journal open between them. The lantern's glow casts a warm light across its pages. Ty's handwriting, familiar and steady, seems to flicker with life. The heart of this land isn't in the soil, it's in the ones we love. His words, like a bridge across time, reach them both. Out in the pasture, Lindy dismounts Spartan, the familiar rhythm of his steps giving way to stillness. Storm walks behind her, no longer the tempest he once was, but a calm companion. Amy waits at the fence, her expression tender, tears brimming in her eyes, not from sorrow, but from release. She no longer needs to hold them back. Lindy meets her gaze, and between them flows a silent current, a lifetime of love, of loss, of shared strength. Lindy gently gestures to Storm. "He's ready," she says, her voice soft but sure. Amy smiles, her voice steady despite the emotion tightening in her chest. "So are you." Spartan nudges Lindy once more, a silent affirmation. Even he seems to understand what's being passed on, not just reins, but responsibility, heart, legacy. As the sky deepens to twilight, Lindy leads Storm into the barn. Her steps are confident, her purpose clear. She doesn't look back because she doesn't have to. The past is not behind her. It walks beside her. Amy lingers a moment longer. She runs her fingers over Ty's final journal entry, the words now etched into her as deeply as the land itself. The heart of this land isn't in the soil, it's in the ones we love. With a breath, both heavy and hopeful, she tucks the journal into Lindy's saddlebag, which now hangs beside Ty's weathered old one, a quiet but powerful union of past and present. The final frame holds steady on Lindy standing in the barn doorway, silhouetted by the flickering lantern light behind her. Spartan stands tall at her side. Storm, calm and grounded, exhales, his breath visible in the cooling air. Above the hills, a lone hawk cries out Ty's enduring symbol of freedom and flight. Its call echoes into the night, a sound that carries across time, across heartbeats. Then the screen fades, leaving only the faint rhythm of hoofbeats and an unspoken promise that the story of Heartland, like the land, like the love, will go on forever. Hey, Heartland family, if this moment stirred something deep in you, nostalgia, hope, or that unmistakable ranch-sized lump in your throat, don't let the journey end here. Saddle up and subscribe to stay connected to the heart of Heartland. Whether it's emotional deep dives, unforgettable episode breakdowns, or the magic of Ty and Amy's best moments, we've got you covered. Tap the bell so you'll know the moment new stories ride in, behind the scenes glimpses, fan theories, and reflections straight from Alberta's wild and beautiful plains. Jump into the comments and tell us, what do you think Ty's presence means in this chapter? A flashback, a spirit, or something else entirely? Let's ride together into the heart of this story. And if you're not done yet, click to watch Ty's Legacy, 10 Moments That Defined Heartland. Share this with another fan who understands that this ranch is more than fences and horses. It's family. Your support keeps this channel's spirit strong, unshaken, like Spartan. Let's keep the conversation alive. For more updates and exciting content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join us on next door. If you'd like it to sound more casual, here's a friendlier version. Want more updates and fun stories? Hit subscribe and follow us on Nextdoor.